Hey, everybody. Welcome to Boston Marathon Weekend. I'm Coach Dan. I am right here at mile 20 of the Boston Marathon, where we have so much action happening. I'm not even going to try to list it. Just go to heartbreak.run/Boston23. Heartbreak.run/Boston23. All right. That's the business side. I'm here to talk about what it feels like now, how we're feeling, what we've been through, and where we're headed. So first, it's Friday. Happy Friday. This season of training here in Boston has been so inspiring and connective. The team has just gelled. And when I say the team, I just mean the people who show up and train together. We have heartbreakers, we have nonprofit partners, we have people who are just amped to run with us. And what I've seen is just so many relationships grow and thrive on the course this year at the indoor track on the Reggie. There's just so many important relationships that form, and they're reciprocal, where people you didn't know come in, care about your marathon, and that extends outward. And for me, that is truly the spirit of the Boston Marathon and the running community. To see that in action, people who may not otherwise be friends, probably would have never found each other, really be checking in and working so hard together, all for what culminates this Monday. So let's talk a little bit about how we're feeling. We've been, like I said, we've been through so much challenge on the way here and making that choice to run the marathon. So many runs, so many miles. Some of you are veterans. You know you can do this. You're doing your 75th, your 30th. Those are real numbers that we have in our community. Or you're just going for another super fast time. Many of you are first timers. Many of you are doing this for other reasons. You're doing this in honor of family members, to remember family members, to channel the energy of the challenge that they may be going through. Maybe you're celebrating a milestone, birthday, or relationship, a new relationship, the disposal of another relationship. There's so many different reasons why we decide to take on the Boston Marathon. The Boston Marathon itself is such a rich historical tradition. And this year we have the greatest of all time, Eliud Kipchoge, will be on this course. So he's going for a course record. We all know that. He's gunning for a win and a record. That's what he does. He's done it all over the world, multiple times over, and we're hoping to see that unfold right here on our course in Boston. For you, for everybody behind that front of the pack action, there is still so much meaning and emotion that goes into it. Everybody's running their own race for their own reasons, to take back our city, to prove to themselves they can do this massive thing, to prove they can do it better than last time. So with that, let's just talk about some tips that I have that I always offer at this time of the training cycle. We're still in the training cycle. This is really just the sprinkles on top, the frosting, whatever you want to call it. It's just the feel-good element. It's not the whole thing, but it's still training. And there's still some important things to think about as we go into the weekend. So first, there is so much hype. We're doing so many things that are hype-based to really get you excited about the experience. But for an athlete, you have to stay a little bit contained. You know, pick your spots. Don't go everywhere. You can't go everywhere anyway. There's so much going on, so many events at the same time. But just pick your spots and stay low key. You know, absorb the energy, feel the emotion that it evokes in you, and know that you're going to channel that into an exceptional performance on race day. Be smart about what you eat. Make sure you stay hydrated, stay off your feet. When it comes to your evenings, just chill out, relax. When it comes to race day, I have 5 tips that I like to offer. They are: be calm, be confident, run smart, run tough, and have fun. All right, let's talk about them. Be calm. That sort of dovetails nicely off of what I was just talking about. You got to stay solidly within yourself. When we look at the athletes at the front of the pack, especially Eliud Kipchoge, he always seems at peace. And I think that's something that, you know, the rest of us who live a normal workout balance, it can feel hard, but this is the time where you really want to center yourself. Think about, go inward and think about how you got here, why you're here, and give yourself just that quiet mental space. A little meditation goes a long way as you're trying to muster more of your emotional and physical capacity. So try to find some time to stay centered and stay calm as all of this goes on around you. Be confident. All right, so you've done so much work to get here. The marathon is the sum of all of that work. If you started training with me at the beginning, then we started in December. If you started in January, great. Your marathon is the sum of everything you did. Don't worry about what you didn't do. It's not time to think about that. It's time to think about every single thing you did do. And there was so much that goes into this marathon. So look back at your journal, look back at your Strava or your Garmin data or your Nike Run Club data, wherever you keep your data, take a look at it and say, damn, I did all that. I am so ready to rock this weekend. It's all about confidence. So no matter how the training cycle went, you need to get on that line and say, I am ready for this. You are ready for this. Okay, run smart. One thing that I think is really important to remember is that it is just a run still. It's the biggest one, but it is still just a run. And you've executed so many good workouts by this point. Some good long runs. I'm sure you had some not so great ones. It doesn't matter. You still got them done. That's part of the confidence. But running smart, you know how to execute a good race. You know, in Boston, we need to run to the terrain. That means when it's downhill, keep those steps light, keep those feet rolling right underneath your body, stay tall, take that little pace boost, don't chase it, and don't lean back. Just stay right in the zone. When it flattens out, you get in your groove. You stay easy, light, tall, check in with your posture. When it comes to the hills, we have the epic downhill coming out of Wellesley, and then you're going to have a series of 4. As you know, you've done your studying. I know many of you have run those hills over and over and over with me. When it comes to the hills, relax, pull back, slow down. Don't try to beat down on that hill. If you're not going for the money or the win, you got to be smart with your energy outlay. Relax, slow down a little bit. Just get through it. When you get to the top 5 or 10%, add a little power, add a little speed so you get in rhythm a little quicker when it flattens out. They all flatten out pretty quickly. There's a lot of hype. And as Joni said in our training lead up, she thinks the hills are overblown. She doesn't even think about them. So just run to the terrain and run smart. Execute your race. That's what we've been practicing, is your race. Don't let anything pull you off of that. Okay. Run tough. It is the marathon. Every time we do a training run, I always talk about leaving a little something in the well. That's out the door. This is time to go. It is go time. So we're not leaving anything in the well. You are going to need to be as tough as you've ever been. The beautiful thing about the marathon is that it summons absolutely everything you've been through as a human being. Every life challenge, every life joy, every mile, every step will be represented in your performance. So you will have to summon your toughness from all of those moments, and you will. We don't train for the easy part. We don't train just to have perfect form running downhill for the first 6 miles. We train for mile 20. We train for mile 16. We train so that when you get to Cleveland Circle, after all those hills, your legs come back to you and you feel strong and good. Remember that. There's a toughness that's going to be required to summon that good feeling back. And you train for that. You are ready for that. So go get it. Run tough. Okay. Also, when I think about the Boston Marathon and the toughness required and those dark moments that you will undoubtedly have, I want you to think about everything and everyone that got you to this starting line, to the middle course, to mile 20, and to the end, all of the people who powered that journey for you. For many of you running for nonprofit partners, there's usually a deep connection to the organization for which you're raising. Think about that. Think about what it means to honor those people in your life, what it means to honor your parents and your siblings, what it means to represent yourself out there in what is one of the greatest road races on this planet that will all contribute to the toughness you can summon. Finally, have fun. This is the Boston Marathon after all. It should feel like a party. It is a party. There is no world in which you can run this race and be unaffected. So take it in, look around, feel the energy of this city, of this global running community powering you forward. We are here for you. I am so excited to see you at mile 20. That's where I always stand. And it is just an outpouring of everything, absolutely joy included. So Have fun, everybody. I am so excited to see you all weekend long, but most especially at mile 20 of this Boston Marathon. Have a great run.